What's up, Reject Nation? I'm Greg.
I'm John.
I'm wide awake. It's 6 in the morning. I didn't just wake up 1 minute ago and leave John waiting outside for 25 minutes. Not my style. My phone was loud and clear. We're gonna watch this Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil, official trailer. Since we're so on top of it, especially myself today, let's get to it.
5 years ago, I thought I lost you forever. There is no curse that could ever tear me away from you. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She getting married?
Mistress, I have a little bit of news.
Don't ruin my morning.
Philip asked me to marry him.
No,
I wasn't really asking.
nor was I. Love doesn't always end well, Beastie.
Trust me. Let us prove you wrong.
You have done an admirable job going against your own nature to raise this child. But now, she will finally get the love of a real mother. Tonight, I consider Aurora my own.
There is no union. There will be no wedding.
Oh, she is jealous and possessive.
We go home now. Aurora!
Maleficent is a threat to everyone. We'll do our best to protect you.
Well,
One can never be too
See
careful.
Groot there?
this isn't you. You do not know me.
Awesome. Some cool looking creatures here.
Tell me what happened.
There was another creature.
You've spent years caring for a human. Now it's time to care for your own.
What?
Is it Chiwetel Ejiofor? I know he's supposed to be in this, right?
That was him.
It's like a whole army of Maleficent type people.
Okay, so I think I know how this is all gonna play out. Hear me out on this, guys. Maleficent, all like possessive, doesn't want Aurora to evolve and grow and have this marriage to this guy, possessive, jealous, Maleficent. This is all the evil's gonna be coming out of her. She's not gonna go too evil though, because you know it's this live action Disney
not
version where she's
that
the
evil.
protagonist here.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna start leading to some conflict. We're gonna find out the guy that Aurora is engaged to, that her family are really a bunch of jerks, that her family, they're actually evil. So when she's with her Horn Fairy family, which I think is what they're called, or Maleficent is with those guys, they're gonna have to unite in an epic battle against the evil prince's family. And it's gonna be an all-out war. But even amongst, you know, this whole journey, Maleficent will still have realized some things about her behavior and attitude and about having to let Aurora go just a little bit. Even though she was kind of right about the family being jerks, she was still kind of a jerk herself. That's how it's gonna end.
I think probably, especially because I read this morning that Disney basically confirmed Michelle Pfeiffer as an evil queen. So like,
Oh, did they?
yeah, I'm like, why would you do that?
I did not
I
know.
read this article and I was like, why would you confirm such a thing?
That's how it communicated to me in the trailer.
I
Yeah.
mean, it could be misinformation, but that's what I read earlier today.
No,
so.
that's exactly how it's going to play out. I would be very surprised if it went any other way.
Yeah, I would be too, and I'm like, I like the idea of what these movies are, these Maleficent movies. I like the idea of taking a villain and recontextualizing them in a gray area, but I also think that at least the subtitle is sort of trying to have its cake and eat it too. I always feel like this particular series, for whatever reason, like wants you to believe that she's like super evil. She's not.
Yeah, she is.
You know.
She's evil because she wants to take care of Aurora.
Independent woman who thinks she knows what's best for her daughter. The spectacle looks great. I mean, the thing is, like, I've been seeing a lot of different fantasy pieces, so I'm a little bit like you said, like Groot, and then you got these vines growing, which reminded me of several things. I do like the darker side of Disney, generally speaking. I don't think we get to see it in a focal way as much, you know, where like the main characters is anti-hero. The imagery of these trailers and Angelina Jolie's poise is always the most alluring thing. Regardless of how the movie looks, like Angelina Jolie always looks amazing in these.
Yeah, man. Angelina Jolie is great in this role. I kind of feel like it'd be a little cooler if the movie was about the Horn Fairy people and exploring that.
Instead of like a cool side detail that they're going to introduce at some point to get her out of a jam.
The midpoint or the all is lost point. That's where the mythological expansion would be.
That's one of those details that I, in a trailer like this, see and kind of wonder warily about whether they're going to use that as something that's actually going to expand the story and actually be a worthwhile fantasy element, or if it's just going to be like, what if there were more Maleficents? Let's just see more of them. Let's have more of them so they can like help her out and stuff, and we can get a cool action scene with a lot of people with wings and horns. I hope that it's not just some kind of like...
Got it. I just figured out more of the ending. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Those people, Horn Fairies, are going to be like good folk. When they defeat the real evil, I think Mistress of Evil is implying towards Michelle Pfeiffer. You know how The Dark Knight is really a play on also Harvey Dent and not just Batman? That's what they're doing here.
Double entendre.
So I think that she will let Aurora go, and she's going to go off with her Horn Fairy folk at the end, and she's no longer going to be looking after Aurora.
And then part 3 is going to be about her campaigning for Horn Fairy rights.
And it's going to be a play on equality and feminism led by Chiwetel Ejiofor.
And then everyone's going to be like, nah, look how evil she is. And then the point is actually just going to be, like, we just want to coexist.
Then Aurora's going to save the day right after that.
Yeah.
Well, Disney's releasing a hell of a lot of trailers. We got that Lion King coming out. We want stuff to play before the movie.
Yeah, we gotta get our whole slate out there so no one forgets about the mouse.
Yes.
But it's cool to have like an action fantasy that's all about mothers, I guess. That's kind of a neat. I just realized that part of it.
Well, you know what's cool is to have Michelle Pfeiffer and Angelina Jolie going toe to toe.
Head to head, yeah.
Man.
It's like De Niro versus Pacino, but women.
Yeah. Oh, we've been waiting for this matchup.
For these so long.
For so long. I have a feeling that some big takeaways I'm really going to have with this film. I don't think the trailer's really giving me. Elle Fanning and Angelina Jolie and their relationship is going to be really felt. I mean, the fact that the first Maleficent came out a while ago. Elle Fanning has obviously gotten older.
Yes.
But she's also really evolved as an actress, and she's featured quite a bit in this trailer. And I think the core heart of it is going to be their dynamics with one another. I think that there's going to be a big takeaway between their performances. And I think Chiwetel Ejiofor is going to play a character that most people can play.
Well, that's the thing, is like he's the one new addition to the cast that we actually get like a good glimpse at, because I think like Ed Skrein is in this and a few other, people right now. When I watch this trailer, I want to be like, oh, this looks really cool, and I want to get intrigued, but it just reminds me of Snow White and the Huntsman for some reason.
I like that this trailer is selling us on an overall very personal conflict, but I also think the trailer's trying to market it to be a bigger epic than it actually is. I
can see that.
Because it feels like it's probably going to be a little bit more intimate and not have...
more dramatic.
And
a little less like, we got to gear up for battle.
I'm sure there's a big third act finale.
That thing at the end, like, of these trailers when they're in, like, whatever looks like some kind of citadel and there are things flying around, like, that's got to be the finale.
But I'm also sure it's probably going to be a little funnier. This is the guy who did Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
The best one.
The funniest one of the franchise.
Yeah, totally.
Apparently, they loved the success of that movie so
they
much
do.
they said, you're going to have you direct this sequel.
Come here, buddy. We want you to direct our female-centric anti-hero story.
We don't think it was your fault why that movie didn't do so well. Take this sequel instead. I think it's cool that this movie's getting a sequel because the first Maleficent was one of the early live-action adaptations.
And one of the more different ones that's not not just seeking to copy
Yeah.
its original.
It was
linear.
different because it was so early on too, you know, because it's not exactly the adaptation of Sleeping Beauty, but it pretty much is.
But it's got that, at least that fun hook of like, what if Maleficent wasn't as bad
And
as
then
you? What if
she
this was
a-
wicked?
In the day and age where we have, you know, this weird new genre of live action adaptations of Disney animated classics, I think it's cool to go back to one of the movies that kind of launched all this. I don't think anyone has talked as long about this.
We're gonna
Maleficent
break
trailer
it all down.
as us.
This is for us.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Are you excited for the Mistress of Almost Evil to come out? You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Hey, click that notification bell. Check us out on Patreon, I guess. You know, we got so many things. TV show reaction stream alongs and some of the reaction highlights included weekly Q&As. I want to give a I want to give a patron a day shout out to a lovely lady named Brianna Davidson. John, don't mess this up this time.
shan't.
She pledged to the Patreon strictly to watch the Cobra Kai stream alongs.
I'm so flattered by that. I really do appreciate you because people don't often tell me, John, I signed up on Patreon just to watch along with you. Cobra Kai Season 2 was a journey of sorts, but I had a blast watching it, and just knowing that you were there enjoying along with me actually really warms up my heart. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I hope I can maintain your interest. Season 2's over. We got to wait for Season 3. I'm going to drive myself crazy, being awake all night, thinking, what does Brianna want to watch? Comment in the comments of this YouTube video and let me know what series I should hop on next. I'm gonna try and watch everything, and it's not gonna go well. Thanks, Brianna. Much love. Was it a good shout out? Did I do it?
Yeah, I might have tried to make it a little more personal, maybe weave in some Mistress of Evil things and all the
You know what? You are an anti-hero. And that's what I love about you, Brianna.